Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to get into some more B content right now. We're going to do our first listen for this album, which I'm really excited to check out the other tracks since it seemed like from the descriptions that it was quite versatile with the sounds that we're going to go with and the skit. I'm really excited to check out the skit because it has been a minute since we've had a skit, and knowing that it's when they found out about their top 100 number one with Dynamite, it's going to be exciting. It says 3 minutes long, so I'm excited to check it out, guys. So we're not going to do Life Goes On. We're not going to do Dynamite just because we've done the music videos for those. It's just to keep this video somewhat shorter, and also the longer these go, these first listens, the more likely that they're going to get blocked. So we're going to try not to have that happen because they're not fun when I have to edit them over and over again. So we're going to start with Fly to My Room. Let's go, guys. Organ in the back. I love Jimin's voice so much. Such an interesting sound. A lot of organ, like tambourine in the back. It's utilizing a lot. It's very like, it's not a cappella, obviously. There's a lot of instrumental back in the back, but the vocals in it are very much what drives the track, if that makes sense. And it's like, so it's very like I could imagine them like singing this on a street corner, like busking. I don't know. It's just so real and authentic, if that makes sense. It's not so much production, if you will, and some tracks call for that, and it's not that it doesn't sound good when there's a lot of production behind a track, but this is just very like to the bare bones, and you can just feel it. It feels a lot more intimate, if that makes sense. Out of my womb. That organ just reminds me of On. It feels so soulful when it's done like this. Oh. Could just imagine them doing this at the concert. Standing there and singing to us, having a conversation, basically. This whole album is gonna be so good. Just oh, I like that one a lot. Like I said, it's one of those easy listens, and like I said, it feels very intimate and authentic because it's more bare bones, really. Like the the instrumental is not huge. It's not big. You can't, like sometimes you can feel how big the music is. Compare that to like On, okay? How big it feels. And that's just really just intimate, bare bones. We're having a conversation, and um I feel like that's what this whole album's about, is really just being honest with each other. From Life Goes On, and then I feel like that's already carried over into this. All right, guys. Next track is Blue and Gray. All right. This is the one with Suga, right? Like something. Let me pull these up. I need to probably pull this up. If I can find it, that's going to be the problem. I don't remember what it is. Like a pop ballad is what it says. An acoustic ballad. Okay. This is the one, when I read that, I was like, I wonder if Suga will play guitar in this, since we knew that he was taking like guitar lessons at one point, or like he was playing a lot of guitar. And obviously, we saw in Life Goes On, the music video, he's playing guitar a little bit, But like, I was wondering, with this one being an acoustic ballad, if he actually plays guitar in it. So let's get into this one and see what's going on with it. It has to be. Like, come on. Oh, why am I feeling emotional already? His voice, man, V is just. He's been really coming for me lately, but like you can just feel the emotion in his voice. And I love vocal delivery that really expresses the emotion behind like the lyrics. Offering it in a certain tone and kind of just way that you deliver. Um, I love that type of music. I've talked about this a few times before, but like growing up, alternative and like emo is what they would call it. It's the easiest way to explain it. Was one of my favorite genres of music because I felt you could feel the emotion behind the way they brought the lyrics to the forefront, and that was one of my favorite things about it, just because I felt very connected. And then once I got into K-pop, I noticed how often the emotions portrayed through their lyrics as well, and that's something I love. So I'm loving that we're already getting that, and we're 30 seconds in. It's hard because I don't have lyrics in front of me to, obviously interpret the lyrics. But what I'm feeling from it is obviously there's sadness. But if you can kind of hear, we're getting to some vibrancy. Like there is light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I'm getting from, I feel like, from the music. I just got chills. You guys probably won't be able to hear it, but it's something that isn't used very much anymore, and I used to love it so much. And I think a lot of it might go into the fact that people don't use headphones as often as they used to. I mean, they do. That's not true. So I don't know why I said that. I don't know. It's just something that was not used as much anymore. But he's here and then he's over here. Okay, it's not they. What's that? Would it be mono? Right? Like they're using one ear and then they go to the other ear. You can do that when you're doing music production. You can tell it when you say you're editing an audio clip. It will always have your left and right. It's got a left and right, and they're tethered unless you take them apart. So you can actually unlink them, and you can delete, you know, one side of it, and then it's only going to come out of one ear, and then so if you switch it, it's going to come out of this ear. And like, oh my god, I just wasn't prepared for that, and I literally got chills all over my entire body. I'm gonna go back a second here because I want to experience it again. Like I said, I don't know that you'll hear it unless you have headphones on as well. It's a lot harder to hear in normal speakers. Mm. Oh, that's gorgeous. Suga had to do the guitar there. Like, there's no way he didn't. And even if he maybe didn't lay the tracks, like if say he didn't lay the tracks in the studio, like I feel like he knows it and he's going to use it when they perform that song. Like he's gonna do it the acoustic, at least in the lead-in, in the beginning when like Tay's singing and stuff. Because when it got to Suga's part, it's I think most of the guitar, like the acoustic guitar, kind of dropped out, and if it was there, it was very very simple plucks here and there, not anything extensive, like towards the beginning and the end, and kind of honestly, it was mostly throughout. But I would say he has to. Like, there's no way he's not just got a guitar and like stuff and life goes on just cuz. And we know that he had been practicing guitar, like had to be for this. uh, Nobody can tell me otherwise until I get proof that that's not true. All right, guys, the skit, really excited about this. 3 minutes. Toby, you can hear him. He's letting out sighs.
기가 막힌 소감이었습니다. 예. 아니 빌보드 1위 가수한테 이렇게 해도 돼? 자리가 없고 이거. 형
앞선 1위 가수 지금 6명 앉아 있어요.
건강이 좋아졌다.
I'm gonna have to go back and find out what they're saying exactly. Had I used my Learn Korean with BTS enough, I would maybe understand, but I have been slacking extremely.
고심 같은 소리 하고 있네.
아니 얼마 멋있어요 형. 빌보드 1위 가수가 딱 그날 데뷔곡을 연습한다. 와 진짜. 형 그 가사로 써요. 어떻게 써? 나 오늘도 No More Dream을 연습했지. 뚱뚱뚱 이러면서.
그것도 웃기긴 하다. 1위 한 날에 연습하는 거. 너무 재밌는데?
진짜 연습해야 되냐 오늘 아침에 일어나가지고 계속 뉴스 보면서 야 진짜
못 잤어. 진짜 대단하다. 여러분 진짜 대단하십니다. 여러분.
진짜 대단합니다.
아니 뭐가 대단해요. 빌보드 1위
대단합니다.
진짜
말씀하시는 게 있어요.
와 진짜 공연 너무 하고 싶다 이거 보니까.
와 진짜 이런 게 행복 아닐까?
It's so weird that like not even knowing what they're saying. It's just you get happy just getting to hear them having fun, and you can just tell that they're happy, and that's enough to by proxy make you smile. So I'll have to check that out once there's some translations for that. Since I really am so upset with myself that I bought Learn Korean with BTS, and I haven't really gotten into it at all. It's just been, honestly, I discussed this at one other point, like it's so just intimidating. I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 in January, and am I able to learn another language? I know I can. It's just like, it's intimidating. It's so intimidating. And I really want to. That's the problem. It's like, I want to, but why haven't I tried? All right. Telepathy. Is this the... Yeah, retro pop. Love that bass in the back. Oh my god, so disco. To hear that in the back. That like squeal. I have to say, I love how so many artists, specifically K-pop artists, are doing like timepieces. A lot of the disco era or like 80s inspired stuff. I freaking love it because like I love the music from those time periods. I a lot of times feel they're far superior to some of the music that comes out nowadays, more so from the Western music industry. You can groove to this, man. You can groove to this. That synth. Dun, dun. Ta-dun. It's like cowbell in the back, isn't it? Very light one. Jimmy could sing me to sleep any night. Just saying. That's him in the back with that run, wasn't it? I love that squeal. So disco, that squeal. I don't even know what that is. I mean, it's some type of synth, I would assume. Alright, before this next one starts. Alright, so this track, the sixth track is Dis-Ease. It's like disease, but it's separated. Dis and ease. This is Obi, I believe. This track. Or one that he took part in. That song was disco-esque. That guitar is, you know? I love when Hobie just goes in. He has such a unique way of being able to manipulate his voice when he raps, and so you get these kind of different sounds and different tones. Even in the same verse, he'll switch it up. It's just so unique. It's one of the things I love about his rapping, and it's very animated, obviously. JK. Feels like such a throwback to like their early albums. Like honestly, like Too Cool for School with the DJ, like disc jockey there. Such an interesting clash. Got the hip hop undertones, obviously, but kind of got this disco-esque guitar, like a funk, maybe, like more like a funk would be a better way to describe it. And then in the breakdown, did you hear that bass in the back? Boom. Boom. Gonna build. Okay, there are horns. I was like, did I hear horns? Or was that the boys, like, making some high notes? It's a mixture. There's a mixture. Like funky guitar. I love it. Love it. All right, guys. The last one here is Stay. Let's see. This is JK, Jin, and RM. First time they're doing that unit, yeah. New Future House song? All right, interested to see how this one is. JK participated in production of this one. Very unique sound. The guitarist, I don't know why, but the guitar sounds very floaty. I don't know. It's just a weird way to describe it. I mean, I've never in any way, shape, or form been a composer of any sort. So my expressions here are all things that are just adjectives that I can come up with that feels like portrays what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know. It just feels like it's on water. I don't know. It's weird. It's not a typical guitar. There's the house. You feel that beat in the back starting to build. Oh, I like this one. A guitar strum. I love house, guys. I love EDM. Need some rave lights. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, why does everything you touch turn to gold? Seriously. It's such a cool contrast because you have RM who has such a really good flow. I love RM's flow. And so you're getting this kind of deeper bassy tone from RM on the bottom layer. Okay, you're getting that at the bottom, and then we're gonna get built back up through Jin and JK. We're gonna get built back up through that to when we hit the apex, and then you get the house stuff. And I love that. I love that. I think that's a beautiful way for them to have composed it and produced it. See, they're gonna carry us back up. And RM's going to build it here a little bit too, giving the contrast. You're getting a contrast from JK and then to RM with his like lower tone. Just what makes me want to jump around like So What. I love like jumping around to So What. Make me float, JK. I love a lead out with piano. All right, guys, it was beautiful. It was so awesome. Oh, it was just, you know it's BTS, and you know it's going to be amazing, and you just there's never some other groups that I listen to because, as many of you know, I'm a huge multi, like way more than I should be. My wallet hates me. But some groups I get worried um, when comeback season's happening because it's just I worry like it's not going to be as good as I want it to be. Because it's going to happen sometimes. I mean, not you can't always have put out a new song and it's just bigger and better than the last. So sometimes I worry when some groups have comebacks. I'm just kind of like, are they going to be able to be as good as last time? Is I mean, from the teasers, I don't know. I'm on the fence, and like I've never had that with BTS. Like I haven't. There's eras that I prefer. Most beautiful moments in life is my favorite era. It still is, and that's not changed. But they're it's such a different it's such a difference, all the different albums and the eras, like I don't feel like they're competing like with some other groups. Like I feel like can they beat it? Like every time BTS puts something out, I love it. Like I've not had a time where I'm like I'm not a fan. And that doesn't mean that every song they have is like my favorite. There are other songs that are by all means my top songs, that I could listen to for the entire 24 hours of a day and I'd be happy. And then there's other songs that aren't ones that I continuously seek out, but their albums have never disappointed me, and I've never felt like they weren't on the same tier as their last album or whatever. It's just because I don't know, when they deliver, it's always amazing in its own way without having to have a comparison to the previous works they've done, if that makes sense. They're just so good about that. Everything they offer is so different and so new that I don't feel like there's any reason to potentially compare them to previous works because everything is just its own thing and it's so beautiful and great in its own right. And yeah, I've never been disappointed, and this is no different. I would say out of this, my favorite so far. Obviously, this happens a lot with me. Sometimes you have to listen to certain songs more than once before they really start to grow on you. But when it comes down to first first listen, I would say obviously life goes on. Amazing. I loved it so much. Um, Stay. I love Stay, as you could tell. Blue and Gray, phenomenal, and Fly to My Room. I mean, those are going to be the mains that I like. I'm really drawn to. Specifically, though, Life Goes On, Stay, and Blue and Gray. I absolutely loved those so much. Um, and they all offered different things. I feel like they all offered different things, different sounds. So yeah, guys, that was a great experience. I can't wait to get my album. I may do an unboxing. I don't know. I've really kind of stopped doing unboxings. They just take a long time. They really do. I love doing them because it was a way to offer the experience to people that can't afford the album. I mean, because I understand that some of these albums, especially this one, are pricey. And so I wanted to offer you guys a way to experience it, through me, since we actually go through the entire thing, look through the entire photo book. But that just takes a long time, and I haven't had that time to do those long edits lately. I mean, like last week, I worked 52 hours, so it's just not always reasonable. So I may do a video, but if I don't do a video, I'll probably open it up on my Twitch. I'll do like a stream, and we can open it up that way because it's something I don't have to edit. Then I just do it, and you're here, and you can hang out with me. You guys can come watch the VOD if you can't be there for the live stream. So that's probably something I'll do. I have a lot of other albums that I still need to open from other groups, because I plan to do unboxings for all of them, and it's just not reasonable anymore. So that's probably what I'll do. Thank you guys so much for this. Let me know in the comments what was the track that besides the title track, because I know everyone's gonna love Life Goes On. But which one of the B sides did grabbed you the most? And also, what B side would you be interested in having another music video, like having a music video for, if we were to get one? It'd be cool to get one for Stay. I just don't think it would happen, especially because it's a unit instead of the whole group. But yeah, let me know, guys, if there's a music video for one of these songs that you would like to have. What song you really identified with, or which one you like the sound of most. And as usual, thank you guys so much for being here and supporting me. I love getting to spend time with you guys and talk to you guys down in the comments. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And I'll see you guys down in the comments.